Hi, everyone. My name is Dana Ponsky, your guide to college, and welcome to Being Jewish in College's video series, Kibbutz in 10 Minutes. Today, you will get 10 minutes of valuable information from Celine Sanborn, Hillel advisor at Simmons University, Sarah Granoff, current senior in the class of 2023 and current co-president of Hillel at Simmons University, and Sophia Berman Rodriguez, class of 2025, current sophomore and incoming treasurer of Hillel. Thank you so much, ladies, for participating and joining us today. We really appreciate it. So to kick things off, my first question always is, what is the name of the Jewish Center on campus?
So the name of the Jewish Center at Simmons is Hillel, and we are part of Hillel Council of New England, which has other campuses across New England to join us.
Wonderful. Next question is sometimes a hard question to answer because sometimes the information isn't always there, but how many Jewish students do you have on campus? And if you know the breakdown between secular, reform, conservative, Orthodox, humanist, reconstructionist, or whatever identifier our very diverse population of people are, do you happen to know what the numbers are on campus?
Sure. So I would estimate that we have between 50 and 75 Jewish students. That includes undergrads and graduate students. And in terms of titles, I would say that we have a very diverse community. So it's hard to say like the breakdown of reform, conservative, because my students really love to go to lots of different types of communities and minions. So it's hard to say.
Okay.
The breakdown.
Yeah, it is for most campuses. So this is very helpful. Are there kosher food options available to students on campus? And if so, what are they?
We unfortunately don't have kosher food in the dining hall, but we do have a kosher kitchen that students are welcome to use, and it's locked, so there's no issues with cross-contamination. And we also always have kosher for Passover food available in the dining hall for anyone who signs up for those meals. At our events, we also always have kosher catering.
Okay, wonderful. In terms of Shabbat, are there weekly Shabbat dinner gatherings or opportunities available to students each week?
So starting this semester, actually, we have been able to start having Shabbos candle lighting each Friday night, which we do in the dining hall. And then we all end up having dinner together afterwards. And a lot of folks also actually travel to other campuses in Boston, other HCNE campuses, other Boston campuses that have their own Shabbat services and dinners. And then occasionally, at least once or twice a semester, we have official Shabbat dinners that are catered with kosher food.
Wonderful. So in terms of the programming that you do during the year, what would you say is the most popular and well-attended programs that you have on campus each year or each semester?
So I would say we recently had a chocolate Seder, so that was really fun. We had a lot more people show up than expected, so we had to improvise as we go. It was really fun. And then around like high holidays, we have luncheons, and that is usually on the academic campus that includes students, faculty, and professors. So a high amount of people come around. And then we recently had a B'nai Mitzvah for our mascot this year, and that was really fun. It was a pretty fun party. And then at the beginning of the semester, or sorry, for the year, we always have a little bagel brunch to kick things off.
Okay, wonderful. In terms of now flipping over a little bit to the academic side of things, are there any Jewish studies majors or minors or Hebrew language courses that are available to students?
Not through Simmons,
okay.
But Simmons students do enroll in the JLF Hebrew courses, but Simmons does not have officially any Jewish studies or Hebrew classes in their catalog.
Okay, perfect. So this question comes up quite a bit with families and students, in particular around the social justice climate on campus. And so I'm interested in knowing what might be the political or social justice climate at Simmons around topics that are, that come up pretty regularly in people's minds around anti-Semitism, anti-Israel, anti-Zionism, or any BDS movements. How would your university, if it's had any issues in particular, how does the administration, deal with that? And, or has that relationship been with the administration in terms of those aspects of things that may or may not be occurring on your campus?
So unfortunately, this year we have had some incidences with anti-Semitism, but the administration has been really helpful and supportive of Hillel in making sure that all of our students feel safe. And we actually had the president of the university come to our Passover luncheon, and she was super supportive in everything that we've been going through this year. And speaking for myself as an alum and now a staff member, it's really nice to have the support of the administration while we're kind of going through these anti-Semitic experiences on campus.
Okay. So every student faces challenges when they get to college, but in particular for Jewish students, are there any challenges that a Jewish student might face when they get to Simmons that's important for students to know?
So one thing that comes to mind right away is the high holidays and the course calendar, the semester calendar. There's no official time off for the high holidays, but the administration allows students to have an excused absence, though some professors have a hard time abiding by that. But like Celine was saying, the administration has our back in helping us advocate for ourselves when professors forget the rules.
It's awesome. What is one interesting piece of information about Simmons University that you would love for people to know?
One thing that I would love for people to know about Simmons University is that it's just really open to so many cultures and religions, and people are all around are very welcome to almost any event, and everyone has a fun time at the end of it.
Wonderful. And my final question always is, what do you love most? Usually I ask about leading the university, but in this particular case, I'd love to hear from all three of you. What do you love about leading and attending the university in terms of, and being a member of the Jewish community on the campus?
For me, I definitely feel like the Simmons Jewish community has allowed me to explore my own Jewish identity in a way that I was not expecting to do during my college experience. And to be able to lead that community and try to facilitate that same environment for the folks who have come after me has been really rewarding.
Wonderful. Either one of you want to finish off?
Sure. So I would say I graduated from Simmons in 2016, and it's so lovely to be back in this community as a staff member. And this community is just really, really special. It's absolutely student-led. I don't make my students do anything they don't want to do, and it is absolutely like their ideas, their passion that really leads the organization. At the same time, we just have a really special community that's really curious about Judaism, wants to engage, and is really open to a lot of aspects of our shared culture and religion. So I love this community, and it's so lovely to be back.
Wonderful. And Sophia, do you have anything to add before we sign off?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say I love how people are so open if you are like Reform or conservative or Orthodox, and even just at the high holidays when we have an event and we have our prayers, like it's not too much, but then you're also connecting with others with the same religion in your hands. So people are so open to that.
Wonderful. Well, as always, those are my 10 questions. It was a real pleasure to be able to have all three of you. You're actually the first time where I've had students participating in this, and it's been wonderful. And I just want to thank you, all three of you, so much for your time. And what we'll be doing for anyone who's listening, you can get connected with Simmons University's Hillel. We'll provide all that information in the YouTube channel as well as on our website. And I just want to thank you all again for participating and see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.